My name is Bill A. Jones, and you may recognize me as Rod Remington from the television show Glee, or maybe you recognize me from one of the other things I've done over the years, or a commercial or something. Regardless, I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about my friend Louis Cruz Beltran, who's receiving a great honor today. Congratulations, Louis. Louis, I've had the pleasure of seeing as a performer several times through the years, and he's what I would truly call a triple threat. First of all, he's a world-class percussionist, and then he sings with a soulfulness that most singers wish that they had. And on top of it all, he presents himself with a lot of grace and a lot of humor with his fabulous sense of comedy. Congratulations on this honor, and best to you, Louis.
I come from a large family. I have 8 brothers and 2 sisters. I'm the 7th son, 7th born in the family. We grew up in Bakersfield, and we also spent some time in Fresno. I grew up in a family that was a hardworking family. My mother and father loved each other very much. They were separated when I was a young man. But my mother was the matriarch of our family. Very strong, very intelligent and spiritual, and always told us that treat others the way you would like to be treated. And that when she can't see us, when we're out and about, God can see you. So we always had to, really check ourselves out in life. All of us were very gifted in terms of singing, because my mother was a beautiful singer. Her 4 sisters and her used to sing for the Apostolic Church. They were a sought-out small choir, a quartet, and churches all over California and would ask them to come and sing. And they sang in harmony. Now, this is very important to me, because not realizing why my mother used to have, when we used to sing, my mother used to tell us to sing in harmony, not just unison. And that really helped me out in my future. I didn't realize how important that was going to be in my musical career. I travel a lot now. I'm going back and forth from Los Angeles, Hollywood, and throughout California. I have an orchestra, and I play a lot in Los Angeles, in Oakland, San Francisco. I've traveled all over the world doing this music, but I come back to Bakersfield because I always describe Bakersfield as my pillow. This is the place where I can actually rest in peace, because these are where my roots are.
Hi, this is Mark Christian Miller. I'm on the board of directors for the Los Angeles Jazz Society, and Louis has been a real asset to us. He's done a couple of events for us, including performing at the dedication of the mural on the side of the Capitol Records building. Did a great job. Also was a presenter a couple of years ago at our big Jazz Tribute Awards. Louis is always an asset. He always delivers a great performance, and we want to say congratulations to Louis on behalf of the Los Angeles Jazz Society.
Society was going through a big change at the time. The Vietnam War was on. The hippie era had started. Music was really hitting hard. Wow, when Santana came out, and Grateful Dead, and Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. And then prior to that, of course, I had the experience of the Beatles, the invasion of the Beatles to the United States, and they were very influential in my music. I wasn't hearing a lot of the Latin influences in the pop culture. So when Santana came out, that was really a very unique experience for me, because I heard the percussion, the congas, the singing in Spanish, and so that I could feel a little more ingrained or socially involved in terms of the language. And so we got to sing in Spanish. I'd hear black kids and Asian kids and white kids and Chicanos all singing Oye, ¿cómo va? I think it was in college in my freshman year at BC that I started my first band. And from there on, it's been, of course, my mother always used to tell me always, son, this is a great field you're in, you have passion for it, and I'm not trying to stop you from doing it, but you need to have your education taken care of, because this is a very competitive and a very difficult field.
I had the pleasure of sitting in with Louis and performing with him. I tell you, it gives you that energy and that power to want to do more, to want to be better, to create, to take off into places you thought your mind couldn't really go. Talking about class, oh man, Louis is always clean to the bone. hair is laid, suits are clean, and that shows a level of professionalism that you carry with you everywhere you go. Finesse, because he knows how to move in a crowd and deal with people and to present himself in such a way that makes everyone around him feel better.
Eventually, I auditioned. Someone asked me to audition for Sergio Mendes, Brazil '66, in Los Angeles. And it was through him that I got a tour with Starfire. I recall when I used to get kicked out of class for hitting my desk. Some of these desks were my first percussion instruments. You know, I would sit in class and whatever teacher, Louis, stop that, please. Stop it. I couldn't help it. I mean, I'm on top and the drum of the desk or whatever. It was just. But finally, I had a teacher that said, Louis, you know what, you're really disturbing the class, and I think what we need to do is get you into more music, into drumming. And so you see, we had people that would see a negative and turn it into a positive, and so I really appreciate that about East High. I'll be a Blade forever. I told my mother today before I got here, who is 96 years old, Mom, I'm going to East High to do an interview because they want to induct me in the Hall of Fame at East High. And she just started clapping. So that means more to me, I think, than anything on earth.